Good morning, good evening, and good day. Thank you so much for watching AtkPwr Gaming. Today I have for you Game 2 of my semi-final Division 3 playoff match against Lesitte. Let's dive right in. Alright, here we are, guys. We are on Tsel. Not a map I was happy to end up on, but I ended up on Ryhma Raappana on balanced income, and Lesitte is on 126th Gornostrelki on Maverick. So really exciting matchup here. We basically have the fastest division in the game against one of the slowest divisions in the game, though definitely not the slowest, but one of the slowest. And yeah, I was really nervous. Honestly, this is the second game. If you haven't seen game 1, go check out game 1. Spoilers ahead. I won game 1, so I have room to fail, which is why I decided to pick a division I don't really play very much at all in Ryhma, but on this map should be really, really strong. So that was my thought process. Really strong for this map. Really uncomfortable as a division, so I was really, really nervous. 126, he counterpicked that against me. I did not think that was a good choice. I think 126 Gornos is a really not good division against Ryhma, because Raappana's infantry are just better. Like, just straight up better. Cheaper, and just better, even at the cheaper price point. Up here in the north, though, I got a AtkPwr, a Lesitte, a 75, like the pack 9738, the assault gun here, a Lesitte, some Yakari, and a Pionieri. Then still up north, AtkPwr, Lesitte, BA10, another of the 9738, Ratsuvaki, more Ratsuvaki, heavy machine gun, a Lesitte, and more Ratsuvaki. Then further down into the center, we have some Latiles, a CC, Lesitte, some Yakari here, Yakari, T26Bs, and a leader. And finally down south, I have a, the 30, the pack gun and the heavy machine gun. On his south side, he only has a PTRS and a sniper for the south, very light. But up north in the center here, he's got a whole bunch of BT7s, a whole lot of Gornostrelki, I think all of them. Some Gornostrelki DP, a whole bunch of 50mm mortars, some PTRSs, more BT7s, some snipers, and some more Gornostrelki DP. Up north, we have some PTRSs, a sniper, heavy machine gun, and OB-25. And finally, all the way up north, we have some more PTRSs, a 45mm, some DP Grupa, some snipers, and some more 50mm, and a Morskaya Avto. So yeah, obviously the center is where he's going for. I actually even rebuilt my deck very significantly for this matchup. I unvetted my Yakari. I don't usually take unvetted infantry unless it's like an absolute necessity or it's like locked into non-vet. But the thing is, the Yakari are still so good at CQC. It doesn't even matter that they're unvetted. Just the fact that they can throw a Molotov and fire a burst with the Schwalmies is enough to make them valuable at any veterancy. So my plan was, I actually brought in 2 cards of infantry leaders and the artillery leader, which I don't usually do, but Raappana really has a lot of slots and availability for that sort of thing, so I decided to do that, which I just was... My plan was to basically shore up the weakness of my veterancy by just having leaders everywhere. And my plan was to call in a commander early, get those Yakari up to 2 stars, even though I don't even, they're coming in at 0, and then try to control these forests and basically never step out of the woods. The thing was, too, his choice of 126 was really odd to me because he basically gave up the ability to have like an armor advantage. His BT7s don't rumble great against my T26s. They can trade very reasonably. My BA10s trade with his BT7s as well. Even the M3 Lee, like the medium tank gets it's really good, but it can still be killed by my T26s and like my other light AT. So like by choosing 126, he basically booted the option of bullying me with any sort of armor whatsoever. And I know it's Tsel and it's like, yeah, it's tanks, that they're not the thing for this map. I get that, but you can still bring in a division that has some armor to work with so that you can, have good infantry and some even just medium armor. Like this is like light armor. And again, Gornostrelki's underperformed so significantly in every match I see them play. I really am not a fan of the division anymore. I just don't think it plays well. And, but on the flip side, it's extremely explosive. You just get so much stuff. And leverage well, they can be a very powerful and dangerous force to deal with. So, I was definitely very nervous because he could just run me down. Of course, he's playing Maverick. I'm playing Balance. If I don't get to phase C in some half decent shape, I'm going to lose. I'm not going to be able to get back in. Once he can force me out of the woods and into the open, even without, heavy stuff, he's still going to absolutely wreck me. he'll absolutely tear me apart. So controlling that's really important. The other thing is, of course, I need to be able to use my Air Force. So it's really important to me that at any opportunity I push to try to catch out his AA, do whatever I can to try to get some cheese kills on AA pieces, because he doesn't have many. He only has 2 cards. He's got the 37 mils, and then he's got the really good Zis 12s. Anytime I can catch out a Zis 12, that is worth more than killing any other unit in this battle. So that's the objectives here. That's the thought processes going on here. So yeah. So we're going to actually watch this from my perspective here. I think it's a little bit more realistic to the, what I would have done live if you were watching it live. So that's the game plan here. And we'll be heading into this soon. If you guys enjoy this content, please make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and consider supporting over on Patreon. It really means a lot, especially if you like the content and want to support me as much as you can. It really means a lot. Also, get access to Discord, the cool documents we have there, chat with people, get reviews on your decks and all that good stuff. So go check that out. Sorry about that. Apparently this setup was much longer than I remember it being. So here we go. DO17 for me recon, and then he also had a Boston recon, so we kind of just are going to fly right by each other here. His turret is weaker than mine. My turret's technically better, but like, how are we going to sit on the back of each other to kill each other? It just is what it is. So, and I had no points here to respond with, so I just have to deal with him flying over me there. But here we go, deploying these AtkPwrs here to cut off this reinforcement load along with the Latiel in case he gets really aggressive and decides to just like swarm me, which is very possible with 126. Taka start blasting away. These guys, so good. One of the best sniper units in the game. Whole bunch of guys coming down the middle. I'm like panicked when I see this. I'm like, holy crap. I did send some stuff here. I have AT, some AtkPwr, Latiel, stuff to counter, but it's a lot more than I expected it to be. Machine gun getting hit by sniper, so I immediately unload it. 75 mil though, I do not get out in time, so it's unloaded a little too far forward. Latiel as well. Get that unloaded before it dies to the PTRS. PTRS throws down some smoke here. Lose a Kubel, which is a Latiel. Lost a Latiel. Now, the nice thing, though, about that was it did indicate to me the PTRs being here. So I unloaded these infantry first before they got killed off, which was pretty huge, because losing any of these, or 2, or, any more than one of these would have been absolutely devastating. So, very lucky there for me. I was able to get those out in time. He did not make a push over here. So, no push over there. We were losing. My pack died here to the sniper and whatever else was over here. Just moving the machine gun and stuff into position. Lucky for me, the CC catches out this infantry, helps suppress a little. He's got a ton of stuff here, though. We can see it because of my DO17 just chilling out over the air. So luckily for me, he has no AA, so I'm getting this free info, knowing that he's got this sort of armor force here. I do have my T26 here at the beginning coming in, so it's not like I'm devoid of armored support there. So might be able to fight that back. BT7s, though, push forward. This is very, very dangerous. I got to get these guys into the woods as soon as I can. 50 mils. He dropped them down a little ahead, expecting me to already be in the woods. Lucky for me, those missed. But I did decide, and for whatever reason, he fell back. There was nothing there that was, well, I guess he saw the I-153s coming in. But the thing is, I got my DO17 flying here, so I'm able to take out 1 and 2 immediately. So those are some big kills for me. These BT7s are a serious issue and can be seriously problematic. So killing off 2 of them already is a big, big deal for me. And we can see right off the bat here how my Yaakari here just tear through all of this. I fall back my Lahitorunta here because I don't want grenades to be thrown. And there we go. Wiped out 3 squads basically instantaneously. It's just so good. Natsuvaki here, my plan is eventually just to grab this flag real quick. But it is 1311. He has got this hill flag, of course. Got to get my leader in. Remember, leader is key to me here. CC, though, getting spotted by those BT7s. So I got to follow them back. But the Yaakari on their tail. His 50 mm mortar off target. My CC, unfortunately, running back into it, so I decided just to follow them back completely to keep him from dying. These CCs, one of the most powerful infantry units in Raappana. Absolutely disgusting. Sniper and a 1,000-meter machine gun. So good. Boston coming in now. It's the 100-kilogram one, so it's not nearly as dangerous. But luckily for me, he did the attack ground position. So he did not come bomb these Yaakari here. These getting hit by these 50 mm, but the bombing totally misses. Luckily, my aggression with my infantry kept them alive, basically. I'm able to kill off those guys. Gornostrelki, basically tankos here, but recon tankos. Unfortunately, Yaakari are pinned down here. So he's going to be able to get across this open here. I decide to manually target the Sapperty to actually kill them off, because one guy can throw a grenade just as fine as 6 can. So killing him off is actually really important. 45 mil picking at me. Over here on the right, my Yaakari and Lahitorunto have pushed forward here into this forest. I'm going to try to grab that flag. I know once I'm in the woods, there's really nothing he can do. My infantry are so much better than his in the green cover that I just need to get into it. T-26 is finally up on the hill. CC coming back into play here. 45 mil spotting out my BA-10 here any moment. Gornostrelki continue to take hits. BA-10 takes a shot and I immediately back it up. This is not a fight I want. Of course, it lands its first shot. I feel like every opponent's AT gun always lands its first shot. Got a Yaakari here to kind of loop around to kill whatever's here to capture this flag. By getting this flag, it's basically free pressure valve release, so I don't have to worry too much. CC, unfortunately, no AT on these guys. 50 mil mortar continue to come down, but not like super duper effective. Pinning some stuff here and there. I do move the CC so it does not die. Boston continues to fly around. I'm getting kind of tired of that, so Vekatin finally in another Vekatin over here. But I unload it because the BT-7s are sniping stuff on the road. I finally see it. T-26, I looped around here because none of his infantry had AT at the time, so I was hoping to punish him for that, but unfortunately that puts them way out of position. 50 mil continue to hit my infantry. Boston is smoking already. BT-7s, though, taking shots at my Vekatin. Can I take that Boston out? Vekatin's quite strong for a 20 mil AA piece. Yaakari catches out this Studebaker, very nice. Unfortunately, does not fire its, doesn't shoot its Panzerfaust, so it doesn't kill it easy. IAR forced off. Second one, though, does get through and does kill that BT-7 off. Great kill, though, but it's probably going to go down now to the ZIS-12. These things have very bad resilience, so they die quite easily. These ZIS-12s extremely dangerous, but I do see the ZIS-12 there. An opportunity. Remember I said at the beginning of the game, any chance I have to kill off one of these things, I will take. T-26 moving forward to try to kill this BT-7. Killing these is huge, too. Get the pen, of course. Both units pen, as they should. Pushes forward. I immediately run forward. I gotta kill this ZIS-12. I don't care what happens to my T-26s at all. Go, 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 go. No, he gets away. And the 45 mil kills off my dude. And I just don't see it at this point. I thought I killed that ZIS-12. I was willing to let these things die then, but it didn't. Big disappointment there to not get that kill. Pack 45 caught out by all this stuff over here. Bought my first Blenheim now. IRs have been key. I keep calling it IRs. I'm so used to Romanians. I-153s have been key. My Yaakari here have been broken down by a whole bunch of Sapperty and other random infantry there, so I have some reinforcements coming in. 45 mil. Getting hit by the CC now. This is nice, because then my T-26 can drive up on the hill here quite safely. There we go. Very nice. CC's so strong. Yeah, just watch this thing get decimated. Oh my god, they're so good. Blenheim coming in. One for the 45 and one for the machine gun. Can't have this thing sneaking up and cutting off my reinforcement row. That'd be really bad. ZIS-12 trying to catch this Blenheim out is not able to do it. So the Air Force is starting to build. You can see the machine gun dying there. So nice little kill there. Yaakari still floating around. More Yaakari coming in. And this is why I brought them in on vet. I just need all of them. Ratsuvaki are your long-range units in this division, and they're not very good long-range units, but they at least got a light machine gun, and it's actually an automatic rifle, so they are at least still okay at close range because of their 2 Swomies and the automatic rifle. So this whole division is just close range. Like, here's his Moskaya Avtos. These are one of the strongest CQC units that the Soviets have access to. Easily one of the best submachine gun squads in the game, and they're just getting absolutely decimated by these Yaakari. I mean, it's just so good. They're so good. Swomies and the SVTs, semi-automatic, it's absolutely decimating. Here comes that Boston again. I do have the Vekatin, but it's not going to be enough to stop this thing by any stretch of the imagination. I do immediately start spreading out my infantry, trying to dodge as many of these bombs as possible. I see where they're coming down. Bombing was very odd again. His bombing strikes were not very well targeted. Yaakari both see this 50 mil. This is great. Killing these off is really important because he's been using them pretty well to harass and prevent me from doing the maximum amount of damage in certain situations. I left the BA-10 here to support this exact situation. Bombing strike off again. I'm not sure why his bombing strikes are so off target. Got a machine gun here trying to cut off this approach, which it is doing here. T-26 as well. Push all these infantry out, though. The issue is, of course, these are all Yaakari, which means none of them have machine guns, which means none of them are very good at long range. The only one who can actually put out some long range damage is this CC here, and for whatever reason, it's not in combat. Though the sniper does go down, it is now 14-10 with this big bulge for me. He's going to close that up pretty quick, though. I got more Yaakari now over here, moving my leader forward. Remember, I talked about how important these leaders were for me because my guys are unvetted. Now, first off-map. Ugh, off-map barf. Now, the only bonus of this is that it came in phase A, which means he only gets 1. In other words, 3 call-ins, and that also means he spent 170 points on this off-map. So immediate fallback for all those infantry. T-26 taking a hit, not getting realigned fast enough, goes down to that BT-7. Machine gun successfully pins down these Moskaya Pekotas. These are very good infantry units, but they're not good at CQC. They're good at long range. Gornostrelki sniper in a very strange position, gets killed off by the Molotov, so happy that's there. And the thing with leaders, so obviously leaders, veterancy, you want them, you know, veterancy, right? Obviously. Both BT-7s take a pen from my Pack 50, my Pack 38. The thing with veterancy, it's nice. Like the veteran, for leaders, I mean. Obviously, veterancy, leaders fight better, troops fight better, you want that. But even more so, when you're in these CQC fights with units throwing lots of grenades and Molotovs and stuff, the troops not surrendering is massive. Like, it's absolutely huge that your troops don't immediately surrender when they get pinned down. It lets you save so many troops, and it matters so much in the long run. Yaakari here getting killed. All these infantry units have been broken down pretty bad. So the Pekotas being able to use their double DPs is really bad. So I decided to just screw it and fall back into the woods. I don't have to hold this flag. I'm under no significant pressure. Over here, I do eliminate the infantry here, and the only thing holding this is DP Grupa. I do have my Air Force. I do have a fighter finally as well. Yaakari get their Molotov up. He's immediately falling back, though, so it minimizes the damage. BA-10 moving in. A support gun I'm going to throw on the hill because I do see him throwing troops at this area here, so I want to cut that off, and you can kind of cut that off safely from right here. More Yaakari coming in from all different directions. Now we're in phase B, and my Sioski Pionieri is coming in. These guys, they're not amazing, but they just got more efficient. They got cheaper in the latest patch, which makes them good. They're double flamers, but they're only 5 men, so they die really fast. So, yeah, we'll see how they do. Off-map coming on again. Here we go again. Support gun is in position, but BA-7 is pressuring my machine gun here. Support gun going to try to take that out. Here we go. Misses. ZIS-12, but the I-153 comes in, kills that BT-7. That is a clutch kill. It's a shame if it dies, but it's worth it. It's worth it to kill that. I had no other response to that at the moment. Down it goes. CC caught out there. Yaakari gonna fall back in a moment here. Here's double BT-7 again. BA-10 kills one of them, because remember, they both have a pen on them already. So I was able to kill one. I'm gonna move this Pack 38 forward to cover that off. Yaakari holding this flag over here, keeping me with the 13-11, but we are now in the Maverick income time. I do really well in these sort of matches where I do so well in A phase and then things just crumble when B phase shows up. You know, your opponent gets the extra income and everything, and just like things just fall apart. So I gotta hold. And it's already proven hard. He's recaptured this. He's pushing here. BT-7 killing off these infantry. BT-7 so freaking obnoxious, as I knew they would be. I had absolutely no doubt in my mind. Support gun goes down. Yaakari and CC are kind of caught out. They are like very max veterancy here with the CC, but unfortunately getting pinned down. Decided to fall back. Yaakari here also going to have to fall back momentarily. I-153, it fails to kill the BT-7. Did not get the clutch kill I needed. Here comes the Blenheim. Although the ZIS-12 stopped firing. And it's not firing at the Blenheim. So it's out of ammo. ZIS-12, the only weakness of that weapon is that it does not have much ammo. It runs out in a hurry, and we can see that here. Both the Ratsuvaki have been killed off here. The Pack 38 finally working itself into position to kill this freaking BT-7. Can't stand these things. Dead. Yaakari here going against the Gornostrelki. Getting off all of its Molotovs, killing off those things. Very nice. Gonna just push right in. Gonna try to kill off whatever's left there. The Yaakari have been broken down a good bit. I'm moving in. Reinforcements to here. I'm afraid there's some sort of AT weapon, so if I drive up here, you can see my dead transport here. Or my tank, excuse me. Because I did call in a T-26 at some point. Unfortunately, these Yaakari are out of Molotovs, so they're not going to be able to kill this Gorno, so I'm kind of like backing up, but it still gets it off, so I retreated immediately. Machine gun over here goes down to some mortar fire. Machine gun too close to this Bupa, although getting some help from the T-26. Here comes another Boston. Here comes my Hawk, though. These are not fantastic, but they are fast enough to catch these Bostons. 520 kilometers versus 440, so I can catch this thing. Bombs come down and miss again. Another missed bombing run. So Lesitte has not gotten any value out of these bombing runs whatsoever. And now I've cleared this out. I had a bombing strike, the Blenheim strike here. Apparently he was really overextended, so when these things died, down his line went. My Yakari got hit by a mortar strike, so they are forced out. Machine gun Latil. I had moved the Latil over here to try to kill the BT-7 that I thought was still alive, but it looks like it wasn't. Now he's just taking damage from all these infantry, and I see all these infantry here, so I know I'm going to have to bring more in. T-26 trying to get some transport snipes here. Drops the ball on that one. BT-7, of course, lands right away. T-26, oh no, it's an M3 Lee. Much more dangerous for me. Over here, transport gets killed by my Pak-38, so I now have cut off his easy reinforcement route here. Yakari trying to help protect. Machine gun catching out a 37 mil. So there is more AA now. Here comes the Boston, but the Vekatin has... I moved it forward to try to stop bombing runs from the Boston. I also moved up this pack to kill off transports, and that is working out. But there's only one Yakari left. I had to move these in. The leader was killed off, unfortunately. Here goes a P2, much more powerful, kills off the M3 Lee. Wonderful. I decided to try to go after that Boston. It fails to do that, so is what it is. Gonna just retreat it at this point now. Taking Torunta here. Did not see this happening, so unfortunately gets hit with a grenade. Bomber misses everything. It's an entire forest full of infantry, and it hits nothing at all. Oh, God, that's hard to see. Yakari catching out these Moskaya Aptos. Man, the 150-meter range on these freaking Swomies is just disgusting. Just disgusting. We still have 5 minutes left in B, though. But I'm feeling pretty good. Hawk flying over, trying to catch that bomber. Unfortunately, 37 mil is going to force that off. I do see the ZIS-12, so I decided to send a bombing strike right after it. It's apparently out of ammo because it hasn't fired, but that doesn't matter. If it gets reloaded, that's a huge piece of AA back online. He'd only have one left if I can kill this. 37 mil. Will it stop it in time? It will, unfortunately. I'm going too deep. Moving the BA-10 around, though, I am willing to do whatever to kill this. Pak-38 kills off another transport. Really nice there for me. Killing off some of those Moskaya pioneers, basically. Yakari moving back in. Gornostrelki. Yakari kill that Gornostrelki. Very nice. BA-10 goes down, though, to the M3 Lee that's still out here. I'm very disappointed about that because that ZIS-12 is still alive. Light mortar fire. He's only got one mortar, so it's not doing that much damage. It's always annoying, but not too bad. Vekatin here, though, trying to stop that Boston. Does get an engine damage crit, but it's not too bad. I am finally killed off the stuff here, so I recapture this. Bomber coming in, though, for my Pak-38. It is going to get that killed, unfortunately. I did lose the Vekatin over here, I think, to the BA-10s or whatever. But you can see, like, flying straight over that Vekatin is dangerous. Now, I did double star it. I did double vet these things because I just decided I need them to actually function, and they are functioning. M3 Lee here, moving around the side. I did set up a pack gun here and here to kind of block this off. This is a little cheeky spot I actually, like, only recently discovered playing against Hobo, actually. Throwing some assault guns and stuff here completely cuts off his road. It's really nice. This is a very common spot for people to throw a lot of stuff when things go bad. 37 mil forces off my ARs trying to kill this ZIS-12 again. I don't care that it's out of ammo. If he brings in 40 points ammo, gives him back like 180 point AA unit, that is easily one of the most powerful in the game. I need to try to kill this. Commander finally coming in. So here comes the Commander. So I'm hoping to bump all these guys up here to max level. I'm getting in some Ratsubaki now. I gotta try to like defend the long range here a little bit. Lahi Torunta cannot beat these Pekota DPs at range. Yakari spot out that the PTRS, and now these Yakari find the 45 mil that's capturing this. So gonna try to kill that out. M3 Lee supporting though. Doesn't matter. Kill off that PTRS. I need this 45 mil dead. And we're gonna do it. There it goes. 45 mil down. 15-9 for me. We still have 2 minutes left of B phase though. Things can always turn around really quick. Boston, does it finally get a good bombing strike? It does. It does nice damage to both the Ratsubaki and its neighboring troops here, keeping me from stopping these guys out in the open. I think, though, I just think Lesitte got a little bit of tunnel vision here just trying to capture this hill flag, like, really bad. And Tsel is not a good Maverick map, in my opinion. It's just hard to capture a lot, especially because I was on the side that has the easier caps. It's easy for him to cut off my reinforcements. M3 goes down to that 75. Very nice. Yakari, again, just so much more powerful than all of his infantry. Does go down to that grenade there, but still. Sioksky Pioniri, even at this range, still get to fight because of their 150 mil Suomis. T-26 move forward. I know the 37 mil's over here, so I don't even care. I'm going to waste a T-26 trying to kill it. He's making a fresh push over here. Now, I do have some defenses, but it's certainly not heavy defenses. So let's see if my pack gun can help save the day here. Nope, it retargets for some reason. I don't know why this is happening. Oh, because the actual line of sight is not real. Apparently, these are not the real lines of sight. The line of sight tool pisses me off. Let me just put that frankly. Calling a Blenheim here. I'm just continuing. My Air Force has really not been broken down at all, except for the few I-153s that went down. So Blenheim's going to come in here. All these guys are bunched up. I'm going to pound all of them to dust. Yakari here, catching these guys out. I have more Ratsuvaki coming in now, and CCs. I'm remembering I got to use these CCs. I have a bad habit, especially in this division. Ooh, Boston gets pinned really fast here, actually. Because I now have the 40 mil Beauforts as well. So the pinning goes way quicker. I'm actually able to prevent the bombings. I have now the, I don't know how to say this, Vielmioski coming in. It's a little faster, I think. Yeah, it's not really that much faster. It's basically the same speed. But I'm not able to catch those bosses. Now, Yakari here got cut off, but they're trying to take on these Sapri. I do retreat each time I see the grenade get thrown here. His infantry unsuppressed, though, so they're back at it. My 45 mil's fallen back. This thing is not doing anything. 45 mil helping to support a little bit. Obviously not the fight I want, but they only have rifles, and they only have 6, so they're not doing a lot of damage anyway. Support come back on the hill, T-26 chilling here. Got my commander in position, now you can see all those beautiful stars. Yakari in position here. T-26, I now remember that the 37 mil's there, so I'm going. Called in some more Yakari here to help secure this area, and we are now into Phase C, and I'm doing quite solid here. Feeling pretty good. Sniper trying to take out that thing. Probably not going to work. Yakari here. Panzerfaust kills the M3 Lee. Ooh, a little too aggressive there from Lesitte. AtkPwr here helping stop these Moskaya Sapri from pushing out. And I have a whole bunch of reinforcements that just happen to already be on the way. Blenheim, though, spots him. Here we go. I'm just gonna do it the easy way and blow him up. M3 Lee a little too close to this forest here. 37 mil under pressure from my T-26. 45 moving forward. I still want to kill that Zis-12 so bad. Tanka and Torunta here, trying to find that M3 Lee. Unfortunately, a little too slow. And the Zis-12 does go down, so that's finally dead. 37 mil, will it go down as well? That's the question. I actually didn't see in my game whether it did or not. It does, so 2 big kills there. Fortunately, M3 Lee does get away. But there's a whole bunch of infantry here. I still have my AtkPwr here to pin down everything coming in here. Bomber coming in. Infantry got into this forest here, so I'm trying to bomb them out a little bit. Blenheim wiped out these infantry here, killed off that stuff. Basically, so far, all the trades are really going my way. Bombs kind of miss. There is a OB-25 here, but that should get pinned pretty quick. Especially with this guy here as well. So not too bad there. Blenheim coming in for this blob of troops. Tonka and Torunta here does not make it. AtkPwr here, though, just doing so much damage. I got my Vekatin trying to stop these Bostons, and it will not succeed, but the bombs are going to be really spread, so the damage will be minimized. But they will get pinned for sure. I decided to fall them back right before the bombs hit, so I basically take next to no damage. Vekatin 40 mil do stop this one, though, so very nice there. 45 mil. Continue to poke at these Gornostrelki. Gornostrelki doing so little damage because they don't really have that much long-range damage. And now M3 Lee, though, moves into position with its machine guns and double cannon, so probably going to lose this now. Do get a pen, though. Boston goes down to my AA, so really nice there. 45 mil kills off the M3 Lee. Did not expect that. Very good. Very, very good. Sioksky Pioniri, unfortunately out of flamer range, so it's not really the best situation. But again, Gornos are bad. They're just not good. Like, I'm just going to put it frankly. Moskaya Pekota here, unfortunately, was able to kill off my machine gun. My CCs are just short of finding that thing, and are going to kill off my pack gun as well. He is able to recapture this. My infantry are broken down here, but I have a whole pile of Yaikari, Laitorunta, Ratsuvaki moving in here. Boston taking another face full here, and it's probably going to go down to this withering AA fire, and it does. Vekatin's put down so much damage. Got a bomber coming in. There's a whole bunch of infantry on the edge of this woods here. This is a Ju-88 now. Much bigger bomb loadout than the Blenheims. My Ratsubaki unfortunately get pinned as well. Gornostrelki, just so disappointing. Finally catch out that Pekota there. Here come the infantry. Still 13-11, but we are now finally like the income has finally flipped, where I'm now have received and am receiving more income. Have more income than Lesitte here. So the pressure is really ratcheting up on him. He's got to do something here, but there's a lot to do, and I actually have the lead despite going into C phase. Another 37 mil here, but his infantry are getting caught out. He's basically just making desperate throw attempts now. Some trucks here killed by the Latil. And remember, because the Latil does 5 damage, it kills, actually 6, it kills transports completely. Like, troops do not come out of that when they die. It's a big, big deal. Between the AtkPwr and the Yaakari here, this thing definitely going down. AtkPwr is still 20 rounds, but it is starting to run out. Ratsubaki catch out these Gornostrelki. I need to recapture this. The CC, of course, not holding any ground. 40 mil over here now to stop the Boston attacks. Laiturunta getting off their TNT. Unfortunately, does get away. So yeah, things looking pretty good. My Yaakari here trying to kill this 37 mil. Unfortunately, again, with no machine gun, they just don't output that much damage. On the other hand, over here, with their Swelmies and everything, very different story. Yaakari just tears it. And this is why I took them unvetted. I just wanted to have as many as I possibly could all the time. But I needed them early. I couldn't wait till phase C to get a ton of them. Oh, these CCs are just so friggin' deadly. Oh, ha 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 ha. Kills that off and is actually going to close up this bubble here. Boston took out a bunch of my support stuff here. AtkPwr, though, catching out some more Gornos here. Laiturunta getting off their grenade bundle or TNT. Baba boom. And Lesitte throws in the towel at this point. He really has no chance. It says other player disconnected, but he said GG before that happened. So I don't know if his dropping somehow disconnected it or what happened. But GG to him, and that is 2-0, and I have won my semi-final match here. 25 minutes and 19 seconds, 25.85 to 14.50. Yeah, really traded well. The game went about as well as it could have. CC's incredible. This Yaakari, incredible. Blenheim getting some nice kills here. Pack 38 killing off some stuff. This is Latil. This must have been, I think this was the one on the left, killing a bunch of transports and stuff. Yeah, just everything. I mean, everything traded well. Nothing really did poor. On the flip side here, BT7 got some kills here. M3 Lee. Again, I just thought this was a really odd division to choose against Ryhma on this map. I just don't. There's so many. I feel like there are other choices that could have been like 358th if you're going to go not armored. I feel like would be stronger. I think people just really like 126th, and I just don't think it's a very good division these days. I really don't. But yeah, that's a win, and that means I am heading to the finals against MK Ultra, which will be an extremely difficult match. And win or lose, though, I am moving on to Division 2 next league season, which is so exciting. I'm going to get absolutely destroyed, and it's going to be so much fun. If you guys enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, consider checking out the Patreon. Thanks for watching, and have a fantastic day.